Come along with me for my latest book recommendations, Own Voice Author Edition. All of these books feature gay protagonists by gay authors, so let's dive in. Up first is fellow indie Will J. Foley with City of Stars and Shadows. All you need to know about this book is that I read the ebook, but I had to buy a book trophy. If you know, you know. This is an urban fantasy about a magical brother and sister duo who are fighting to get to the bottom of a scourge that is turning humans into goblins. It's set in Washington, D.C., and there's some political intrigue. Without giving too much away, I will say that they uncover a conspiracy, and I'll leave it at that. While this is not a romance, halfway through, our main character Henry does meet Celestar, the hot elven resistance leader, and sparks fly. I love the relationship between Henry and Celestar. I love the relationship between Henry and his sister Bess. This is the first in a series, and I cannot wait for the next installment, so check out City of Stars and Shadows by Will J. Foley. Up next, we have Run Away With Me by Brian Selznick. This is one of those books that really sticks with you, and you wonder what the characters are up to when you're done. Now, Brian Selznick is usually known for his middle grade work. This is his YA debut. This is about two teenagers who fall in love in Rome in the 1980s. Brian Selznick does a masterful job not only transporting you to the streets of Rome, but back in time. This is a star-crossed lover situation, and this book really packs an emotional punch. Brian Selznick is an auto-buy author from me. I have a confession to make that I read middle grade fiction when I'm in a reading slump. I find it's really easy to get into, and it gets me back into reading. He is best known for the invention of Hugo Cabret, which he won the Caldecott Medal for, and which became an Academy Award-winning film. Brian's illustrations are also part of this book, and I've just got to show you. This is just, it's cinematic. You're literally flying through the streets of Rome. It's so incredible. So the placemaking in this book is not just prose, it's illustrative, and I find that combination so immersive and so cool. And you can see here that a lot of this book is illustration, and then there's a little bit at the end as well. And I cannot recommend this enough, and I really, really hope that we get more YA or even adult from Brian Selznick. Up next, we have When Haru Was Here by Dustin Tao. I've got the special holographic special edition. I love this book, but I will let you know I'm not a first-person present reader. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but it works in certain situations, and this is one of those situations because our main character, Eric, in this book is an unreliable narrator. And when you have an unreliable narrator, it really works to be in the present with him and wondering what is real, what is fake, what is your imagination, just like the narrator is. If it was written in first person past, it wouldn't have that same punch because the narrator in the future would already know what's real and they're just withholding it from us, which isn't as fun. So the first person present really works in this book, and I was really surprised by it, and the way he uses it is so effective. This is one of those books where you can't really talk about too much without giving it away, but basically it's about a young man who is grieving. There's some loss in his life, and that leads to some imagination, maybe? We don't know. You have to read the book to know. This book is also set in Chicago, and I used to live there, so it was really fun to travel back to Chicago through a book. And he did a great job capturing it. I asked for Dustin Tao's latest book for Christmas, so I am looking forward to reading more from Dustin Tao, and I highly recommend this book. Finally, what kind of author would I be if I didn't rec my own book? I am the author and composer behind Love in the Light, a musical novel. This is the story of two guys who fall in love in a lighthouse in 1939. And yes, it's a musical. I wrote 14 songs. QR codes throughout the book let you scan and listen to the songs as you read. It features a grumpy meets sunshine romance, low spice, lovable side characters, a kitten rescue, and songs that will get stuck in your head. The book was featured in Newsweek's For the Culture, and NPR Illinois said the book was charming and a rich experience, but most importantly, readers are loving it. So if you're looking for a cozy and uplifting romance that harkens back to the days of old movie musicals, check out my book, Love in the Light, a musical novel.